are.
It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. We the people as our beat and rhyme. We're dropping old school values every time. Extreme honesty with a fresh twist. Breaking it down, you don't wanna miss. It's freedom talk, loud and proud. Voice of the people, can't be cowed. Every week, we speak our mind. For love of country, it's one of a kind. So grab a seat, let the BRANE Show roll. We're serving up truth, heart and soul. Brian and Shane with that patriot steel. For the people, by the people, of the people, let's go. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall. It's the BRANE Show coming in hot every week. We bring the truth when we speak. Red, white, and blue, the bulls stand tall. We the people, united won't fall.
This is for America!
Shut the f*** up!
Yep. All right.
You know the problem with Hollywood is? They make shit unbelievable, unremarkable shit.
To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair.
Will you fight? No! We will run! And we will live!
Shame on you. This could be the greatest night of our lives. But you're gonna let it be the worst.
And I guarantee a week won't go by in your life you won't regret walking out, letting them get the best of you.
Well, I'm not going home.
Day may come when the courage of men fails, but it is not this day.
The line must be drawn here. This far, no farther.
I'm not saying it's gonna be easy.
You're gonna work harder than you ever worked before.
I really do believe that together we can accomplish anything.
Because we'll never stop learning and we'll never stop growing.
Failure is not an option.
That's how winning is done. Believe me when I say
We can break this army here. It has made us brothers. I say to you, what every warrior has known since the beginning of time.
you've got to get mad.
I mean plumb mad dog mean.
If you would be free men, then you must fight to fulfill that promise. Let us cut out their living guts
1 inch at a time.
And they will know what we can do!
Let no man forget how menacing we are. We are lions.
This is your time. Seize the day. Never surrender.
Victory or death.
So come on, then! Take it!
This is where we hold them. This is where we fight.
All right, let's fly! My name is the Lord. When I
Tell our enemies that they may take our lives, but they'll never take
our Independence Day.
You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world.
We don't sleep to dream, we sleep to build stamina, energy to do our thing. Get your camera on. This show is about to begin, so sit down and buckle it in. Let's go! Hey! My name is Brian, that is John. You are watching The BRANE Show. Shane will be here in about an hour. He is doing his last of his soccer things with his kid, but he will be here. It will be a proper threesome. John, how you doing today, brother?
I am doing very well, my friend, and how are you? Going well?
Not
Seems to go
bad.
well.
Not bad at all. You know what I got? Someone sent me this. I don't know which one of you Bamps did, but someone sent this. There was no name.
Oh.
They sent it to the Mixed Teas address. And whoever did, I really appreciate it because I plan to watch this beautiful box set of Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh. You know what? I've got to go back and watch the movie. I haven't watched the movie in about 5 years. I need to watch
great.
it again. Superb.
Movie's
and
great.
There's just Salma Hayek on the table. Just that's all I need at the end of the day.
The weird foot fetish thing that Tarantino has.
Yeah. Well, if I did that in Dorset here in the UK, I would probably get someone that would do that foot drinking thing for me,
right.
But it wouldn't be anywhere near as hot.
No.
Probably be some sort of like 56-year-old trucker or something like that.
56-year-old 300-pound chick. Listen, before we get started, I need to remember to do this every show. Do me a favor, hit the like button right now. Whether you're on your phone, your computer, whatever, your TV. I don't know how it works on TV. Hit the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. I'm doing this at the top of every show. I got to remember to do this. This is proper. This is YouTube rules. Okay. I don't make the rules.
Yeah. It's etiquette. It's etiquette.
It's etiquette. Yes. Please do me that. And for all the supporters out there, we have a bunch of members. You guys are awesome. I'm real happy. And I'm really just proud to be here with you guys. And after the show, we are going to be going to the member section. So if you want to become a member, or if you are a member, then make sure to stay here the second this show ends. It's going to redirect you over there. Today, we are talking about some interesting topics. It's a little more looser than I'm used to. Usually, I have like this whole, like John knows. You guys don't see it, but I usually send John like this huge, very detailed, organized run. It's called a run of show, which is like every topic we're going to cover when. This time, I just sent a bunch of random links and I said, we're going to do it. Well, we're going to be talking about the No King's Day for sure with President Trump and the weird protests not going on. So long live the king. Also, recently, after his meeting with Zelensky, Trump got real candid about Venezuela. We're going to be talking about that. That's great. We're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat. New clip just dropped, and I'm really excited for that. Also, it got moved to next year, and I think that's a good thing. That means I think the studio has more faith in it than it did if it was going to be releasing this month. And someone a lot of people don't know, Katie Porter, who is probably going to be the next governor of the state I'm in, California. She is a crazy person, and we need to speak about that. And some UK news, the stuff with what's his name, Starmer.
Weasel Boy.
Yeah, Weasel Boy. We're going to talk about Weasel Boy and the digital ID stuff. Just also more alien news. Some guy predicted, I don't know how real this is, but either way, it's fun to talk about. Some guy predicted an alien invasion. He also predicted the different assassination attempts. And
that guy you're on about, though, can I just say, it reminds me of the Ted movie, where it goes to like the newsreader in Georgia, and he goes, "That's what Jesus did. That's what Jesus did." That guy reminds me. He's just like him when you watch it.
He does have a young Alex Jones vibe to him, right?
Yeah, it does.
Like a young, more overweight somehow Alex Jones. Yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. First off, thank you guys for everyone being here today. Thanks for coming over from the Salty Nerd Show. I appreciate it. And I think we're going to just jump right into this thing. Oh, I also want to thank Kenneth LaRoque. Kenneth LaRoque went out of his way to promote my book on Salty Nerd Show. My dude, Kenneth LaRoque, the super producer himself.
Absolute legend.
Absolute legend. If you want to buy my book, okay? And I wasn't gonna do this, but Kenneth
you should though, man. It's a good book. It's a good book.
Yeah. If you want to buy my book, go ahead and go to Amazon. You can find it right here. Where is it? Right there. Go to Amazon. It's called The First Spark, Creation, Collapse, and What Comes After. Go check it out. And if you have a Kindle account, it's free, I think. So enjoy that. Check it out.
Yeah.
All right. I need more reviews. I got one review so far from John, but I need more reviews on the actual page itself. All right, let's.
It was a good review, everyone. I just want to make that clear. It was a good review.
It was a good review. I mean, good. I mean, he used some sexual overtones that I wasn't really excited about, but it was a good review.
Yeah, I was trying to make the point. I was a bit confused about the final chapter when it went all into being about ladyboys.
Yeah,
I didn't quite understand that part of the sci-fi novel, mate.
So like I told you, I'm not a great writer, so I got really sort of distracted in that last chapter, and started talking about ladyboys the entire time, and I don't know, I'm not sure if it meshes, but maybe in like a weird metaphysical way it does. Creation, collapse, and what comes after.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. It's a dark.
My
dark
love
universe.
for Thailand. Thailand ladyboys. Hey, also, if you want to buy the shirt I'm wearing and the shirt that John is wearing, look at that, we're both wearing shirts. Go to our main our merch show. Site, Mixies.com. You can go to YouTube exclusive. Go to Brain right here. And you'll see my shirt is right here. And it's the Epstein Didn't Kill Himself shirt. And John's shirt would be somewhere, I think it's in apparel, supernatural, right? Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
Driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his K-Cole.
Yeah.
Go check it out.
Can I just say that this wasn't a deliberate attempt for me and Brian to be wearing branded outfits for the show. It just happened. Look, I live in a ditch in the UK, and I got to take what I can get. Okay, this is comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, what else are you gonna wear?
Exactly. Yeah,
some corporate nonsense. No.
Yeah.
I'm putting the links in here for you guys. I realize I never put the links. I'm really bad at YouTube. I'm slowly realizing that right now. I'm not very good at YouTube. But you know what? There they are. I got all the links in there. Yeah, and like I said, Shane will be joining us in about an hour, so welcome to that. We are going to be covering the first topic. I'm going to save the No King's Day stuff for Shane because he's
got something to say.
He's got something to say about that for sure. And I wanted to touch on this very candid Trump response. And I want to warn everyone. Remember, I told you I am attempting to not curse at all. I'm changing that in my life. I don't want to curse. I want my words to be sanctified. But that doesn't mean President Trump does not curse here. And you guys need to see this because it's pretty good. And let me get this post.
It is good.
It's really good.
It's almost like he's telling people how it is. It's funny, isn't it?
Right.
He's just going, okay, right, this is how it is. I'm going to let you know clearly this is why this is happening.
Yeah, I'm going to get a different link here. Some of the comments are so great. The comments are so great on this page. They're all like hyper American. It's really funny. I want to get that particular link. Okay. This will do. Okay, so check this out. This is President Trump.
I wouldn't say that.
And you can hear it, right, Johnny?
Yep.
Okay. So this is right after his meeting with Zelensky. Zelensky is the president of Ukraine. So if perhaps you've been living under a rock for the last 6 years. But Russia is at war with Ukraine, and it's a very complicated topic. But suffice to say, Ukraine has been holding on against the juggernaut that is Russia, primarily because the Ukraine is being funded by other countries. Mainly the United States. It's pretty much a proxy war. And so the Zelensky did come to the White House to talk to Trump, and Trump was adamant that he wants to stop the war. Trump wants to be the peace president. He wants to stop all wars, which is great. And it's also contrary to what a lot of the leftists say about him. They go, he's the war president. He's violent and all this. But the only guy actively attempting to stop wars. And, the industrial war machine doesn't like that because that's how these black money companies make billions and trillions of dollars by funding foreign wars. Well, after that meeting, the reporters asked about Maduro, which is like the dictator in Venezuela. He is, we've talked about it before, he is technically the president, but that's because he supplanted democracy and decided that the actual person that was elected president wouldn't be president. He was going to just force his presidency on Venezuela. So the guy's a bad guy. And Trump has made him a wanted man. So Maduro, seeing now that he's not going to be able to get away from the United States, and he has to play nice, did reach out to President Trump, and he's basically offering all kinds of stuff. Well, President Trump is not, normally he does wilt the second you give him some kind of praise, but not this time. He's had it with the Maduro guy. So here's the interaction between the reporters and Trump.
So do you authorize CIA operations in Venezuela as part of...
Well, I wouldn't say that, but some interesting things are happening around the world, I'll say that.
Pause real quick. So the reporter actually says, like, so is there some CIA operations going on in Venezuela? He's like, I wouldn't say that, but some interesting things are happening around the world. I would not put it past Trump and his team to have a bunch of black ops CIA agents down there trying to find Maduro right now.
Yeah, I also think that flying a lot of military aircraft right parallel with the border for Venezuela might make someone try to change and might want to do a deal.
Right. Yeah, when you see
possibly
a fleet of F-302s flying over your border and just off of international waters is just like 12 gigantic warships. You're like, might have been a little hasty in my response earlier. Well, that's what he says.
And Maduro stood on his balcony trying to have a cup of coffee, looks at his shirt, and there's like 15 laser sights all across his shirt. Going, maybe I need to call Trump and do a deal.
Oh, no. Here we go.
Maduro offered everything in his country, all the natural resources. He even recorded a message to you in English recently, offering mediation. What should we do in order to stop that?
He has offered everything. He's offered everything. You're right. You know why? Because he doesn't want to fuck around with the United States. Thank you, everybody.
I mean, that's pretty much exactly correct. I mean, you can not like his language, but that's pretty much exactly correct. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're 100% correct. And right at this very moment, Maduro is literally packing his suitcases for a flight to Russia.
Yeah. He. I hope he was wearing his brown pants when he was watching that. I mean, dude. Here's the deal: we can act all day long as if, the United States isn't as powerful as it is. And we can act like we're part of the United Nations and everyone's peaceful. And let me tell you something. The reason the world is peaceful is not because the U.S. is easy to push around. Because when the U.S. is easy to push around, like when Biden was in office, or what should I say, Autopen / Biden was in office, is when wars started breaking out, when skirmishes, when the world got more uneasy. You might have felt better. You might have felt better personally when Biden was in office because nothing was happening. But around the world, bad actors were popping off. Well, the second you get some kind of strength in the White House once again, guess what? Those bad actors start to back off real quick. Remember what happened with Iran. I believe that Iran was actually way more intense than we were led to believe. He blew up a bunch of buildings. The left tried to act like he didn't actually do anything of note. But what did Iran do immediately? Stopped. They stopped sending drones. They stopped sending threatening messages. They stopped with this threatening, aggressive mentality immediately. Why? Because they are afraid of the United States. And why is all of a sudden Maduro all of a sudden is offering their resources and trying to be complimentary? Because he is afraid of the United States. Why did Gaza Hamas and the peace treaty happened because Hamas is afraid of the United States. I know it's not very cool. You don't want people to be afraid of you, but this is the real world we live in. And the facts are, in order to have peace, you have to have someone's afraid of. In order for your house, like if you have kids, the reason your kids aren't fighting all the time is because they're afraid of dad. They're afraid of being punished, right? Well, daddy's in the office now. Daddy has come back to work. And I'm not trying to be a super Trump simp here, but it's true. Because he's a little bit crazy. Because he's willing to use America's strength and he doesn't like to, take shots across our bow. He doesn't like people talking crap on the United States. Because he is Trump, these countries that only speak in the language of violence, that only speak in the language of aggression and extreme selfishness, and they don't care about anything but their own invasion, their own propagation across the globe. Those people, they speak the language of violence, and Trump speaks that language. He speaks it, and he speaks it well.
Well, I mean, you're 100% right, and there's a couple of points. The first one I would say as well, when you talk about strength, look at your president compared to our prime minister. We've just had a situation occur in the UK where 2 people were caught spying for China, and effectively the Starmer government have effectively pushed the courts to stop the charges against them.
Mm-hmm.
And why? It's because they are effectively trying to sign a trade deal with China. So they're kowtowing to China. China are now threatening the UK government because they want to build a super embassy in London, which is actually going to have its own internal police station for policing their own in the UK. Starmer is effectively kowtowing to everything that China want. Now, you contrast that with your president, that would never happen.
No.
It would not happen. And again, it shows about how you've got to stand strong against what are bullies essentially on the world stage. But the second thing I was going to say to you, what you said about Daddy's home, one perfect example of it, and I don't know if you've seen it, at the Gaza Peace Summit, did you see what happened with Trump and Keir Starmer on the stage?
No. Give me a link. Give me a link to that right now.
I will send you a link, right? I will find a link now and I'll send it across. But essentially, he's calling out all these heads of countries, right? And Starmer's in the background. And just to remind everybody, Starmer and Macron, they all basically said they were going to recognize a Palestinian state, which Marco Rubio has said set back the peace deal because Hamas got what they wanted. So Weasel Boy turns up to basically try and make it sound like he's been more involved in the peace process than he is. Trump calls him forward to the podium, and Starmer, smiling, thinks he's going to speak at the podium, and Trump turns his back on him. And he's just stood there looking embarrassed like an idiot, and he has to scuttle backwards. I'll see if I can get you a link, mate. But yeah, that
reminds me of that story. And I was trying to find. Oh, I found it. That reminds me of this story too. Favorite. Here, watch this. That really reminds me of like the reason. And listen, you can not like this. It's okay. You can be like, no, our president needs to be nicer, needs to be more diplomatic, and that's certainly an opinion you can have. And I don't entirely disagree with that opinion. But I do believe that we live in a world where aggression, strength, right now has more market value than diplomacy. And listen to this.
My favorite President Trump story. This is my number one favorite of all time. When we were negotiating with the Taliban, while President Trump was still the president, President Trump wanted to get out of Afghanistan, but he wanted a conditions-based withdrawal, meaning that you do what we tell you to do, and then we will start pulling troops back slowly as long as you abide by our rules. It's President Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they are talking to Taliban leadership in the room, and they had one translator in the room. President Trump looked at the Taliban leader and said this: I want to leave Afghanistan, but it's going to be a conditions-based withdrawal. And translator translated. And he said, if you harm a hair on a single American, I'm going to kill you. And the translator goes, and Trump goes, tell him.
Yes.
Tell him what I said. Tell him what I said. Reached in his pocket, pulled out a satellite photo of the leader of the Taliban's home and handed it to him.
Shut up.
Got up and walked out the room.
Oh my God. That's about as gangster as it gets. Imagine that. It's like,
genius.
If you harm a single American's head, I'm going to fucking kill you. And then just like, this is gonna be.
You can see the sweat pouring off this guy's. Like Trump's just like dangling his finger over the button.
We are going to fucking kill you, Donnie. Look, like again, you can not like it. You can, and I think most civilized people, right, we would much rather like diplomacy and peace. But the term peace through strength is a real thing. You cannot have peace with uncivilized people unless they're afraid of you. And you don't, I know you don't want to believe that. And there's people out there like, whoa, no, that's not, no, it's true. When people believe in an ideology that is 1,000 years old, when they believe in other human beings being less than secondhand citizens or slaves, when they actively promote slavery, when they actively promote murder and violence and pedophilia, these people do not speak the language of peace. They don't speak diplomacy. They don't speak cooperation. They speak and only speak in strength. They only understand the language of violence. And I'm not saying we have to be violent, but we have to show how powerful we really are. So that even the stupidest, retarded idiots among them go, we probably shouldn't do that. Even the dumbest, most violent, backward, savage idiots in those groups have to understand that in order to self-persevere, in order to not die, they cannot go down routes that end in violence and murder of innocents. That is the only language they speak, and you cannot like that, but that's facts. You can wish it was different, but that's reality. These people are terrorists, drug dealers. Their IQ is low, and their ideology is thousands of years old. They don't believe in cooperation. They don't believe in civilization. They don't believe in anything but their own conquest, which means that without strength in the White House, they get their way. We can act all day and virtue signal, we're going to bring peace on it, but without strength, without violence, there is no peace, right? At least without the threat of violence, there is no peace, period.
100%. And you know what you're just saying there about you need to show these people through strength. Don't mess around, otherwise you will find out. Another example from the UK that's happened in the last few days, a football team called Aston Villa are playing Maccabi Tel Aviv, an Israeli football team, or as you call it in the US, soccer. Basically Birmingham has become, and certainly a large area of Birmingham has become, a very, very big Muslim and Islamic community. So what has happened is you've got credible threats coming in that the local communities are going to go effectively on a pogrom and effectively attack Maccabi Tel Aviv fans when they come for the football match.
Right.
So instead of standing up to it and to say, right, okay, we're going to police this, we're going to make this as secure as possible, they basically told the away fans they couldn't come to the game. So they've reinforced the bullies by saying, okay, we get what you're saying, you win, the bullies have won, therefore we're not going to stand up to them. And that's where we are in the UK right now. And that's what you've got to do on the international stage, because there are people who, you hear it all the time about, oh, diplomacy is the key. Yeah, that's great if the other side want diplomacy. If all they want is conquest, the only way to teach them is my sword is bigger than your sword.
Right.
And I'm sorry, that's just a reality of the world. Throughout history, that's a reality of the world. So, people can say that diplomacy all they want, but you need someone strong in that position. Look, Biden, I saw it again, mate. I'm going to go off a bit here quickly, but I saw an English guy on a podcast yesterday, complete idiot, going on about the fact that Trump is the second coming of Hitler, right? And he's so dangerous. He's taking rights away in the United States and all of this. And he was going, he's a warmonger. Well, how many wars has Trump started since he's been in office? How many? And look what he's done in Israel, with Israel and Gaza. And
whenever they say warmonger, I have to ask them if they know the definition of the word, because that's not at all what's reality is. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, and I was going to say, what's happened? He signs that peace agreement with Israel and Gaza. What happens? What we all knew was going to happen. Hamas were never going to agree to the deal.
Right.
Hamas sent back bodies which weren't the bodies of the hostages. By autopsy, that's been confirmed. And they then started going around Palestine, killing their rivals, Palestinians. And yet Trump has just said again, he says, if they don't stop this and abide by this agreement, we're going to go in there and wipe them out.
Oh yeah,
that's it. I'm sorry, they're not going to play ball, so you're going to have to do it.
And again, that tweet is the only way to deal with these people. Like when it was, I think it was a truth, whatever he calls them. But he said, look, if you're not going to play ball, if you're not going to abide by the terms of this of the ceasefire, of the peace treaty, then we're just going to go in there and kill you.
Yeah,
the guys, they don't speak any other language. They only speak that language. They don't speak peace. They don't speak diplomacy. They only speak violence. You have to speak
our
their
way,
language,
or we kill you.
Right.
That's
and so I have to ask the question. People go, well, that's wrong. That's war. Okay. So what's the alternative? Ready? They win. The bullies win. The bad guys win. That's the alternative. Like, are you okay with that? Are you okay with them taking over that area, kicking Israel from the something to the sea, whatever, killing Israel off and spreading their ideology further? Are you okay with that? Really? I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't understand it. I want to show you guys this clip. This is from Team America. You remember that movie?
Yeah. How could I forget that movie?
This is from Team America, and I'm going to warn you guys. There's some cursing here. Again, I'm trying to not curse, but that doesn't mean the rest of the world is going to abide by that rule. But this speech is actually so profound in its profanity that you have to watch it. Here we go.
Is you. Do that scene where everyone gets AIDS. I don't act anymore.
I haven't got it my end.
Gave that up.
Oh, you don't? My bad.
No.
There you go.
Oh, come on, man. Just a scene.
I said get away from me!
Easy. Whoa, you gotta calm down there, Chuck.
There it is.
I hurt people. I'm a dick.
Well, being a dick ain't so bad. See, there's three kinds of people. Dicks, pussies, and assholes. Pussies think everyone can get along, and dicks just want to fuck all the time without thinking it through. But then you got your assholes, Chuck. And all the assholes want is to shit all over everything. So pussies may get mad at dicks once in a while because pussies get fucked by dicks. But dicks also fuck assholes, Chuck.
Okay, guys, it's such bad language. I'm sorry. I'm actually becoming offended by it. But he's got a good point. It's got a good point. Yeah, I mean, you can not like the violent guys that you call warmongers, and they speak threateningly, and they use harsh language, but those people are trying to keep the a-holes from crapping all over everything.
Yeah.
And so
100%.
The thing is this, and I'm gonna play the other clip, but I do believe, I know that the only way to deal with Venezuela, with Putin, Ukraine, Gaza, Hamas, these wars that have been raging for thousands of years, it seems like, is with someone who has the intestinal fortitude, the balls, the testicles, to be like, stop it or I'll stop you.
Yeah.
And without that, someone in office like that, with someone in power that has the balls to do that, these people are going to think they can keep running amok. And, sometimes daddy's got to get his belt. And unfortunately, daddy's got his belt now. So Maduro, stop it. Hamas, stop it. Putin, stop it. Or else we're going to use the belt. So once daddy takes his belt off, you need to knock it off. Let me show you this clip that you sent me.
This is good.
More serious. Let's go to a former.
Indonesia, we covered, and I just want to say that that's a big country, a powerful country. It does unbelievably well, and it's great to have you. Iraq, we have Iraq.
We're behind Iraq.
With lots of oil. They have so much oil, they don't know what to do with it. That's a big problem when you have so much, you have no idea what to do with it.
It's alphabetical.
So thank you very much for.
Look at Stammer's face.
Italy.
Oh, Italy.
We have a woman, young woman who's.
Oh, here we go.
I'm not allowed to say it because usually it's the end of your political career if you say it. She's a beautiful young woman. Now, if you use the word beautiful in the United States about a woman, that's the end of your political career. But I'll take my chances.
He rambles so much.
Just behind you.
You don't mind being called beautiful, right? Because you are. Thank you very much.
He's not even talking to the mic now. He's just saying.
She wanted to be here, and she's incredible. And they
boring
really
his eyes
respect
into
her.
trouble.
She's a very successful politician. We have Norway. Oh, Norway. What happened in Norway? What happened?
Look at Starmer.
Where's Norway? Where is he?
I swear, dude. Trump is the content president. He just.
Oh, it's brilliant.
He just
goes off on tangents, bro. It's like every speech is a podcast.
We have Paraguay.
Portugal next.
We have really fantastic representative from Saudi Arabia. Thank you very much. I'll tell you what. And this time we'll get you the best seat.
Dude, this guy that shared the clip is sort of funny too.
But what a great place
he's
it
funny.
is. Spain.
Oh, Spain.
Where's Spain?
It's just next to Portugal, mate.
Are you guys working on him with respect to the GDP? We'll get close. We'll get close. But fantastic job you're doing. And UAE.
Oh, UAE.
Which is great. United Kingdom. Where's United Kingdom?
Behind you.
Where?
Oh, I'm here. Oh, there you are.
Very good.
Oh,
he does that thing.
Kids coming forward.
Okay, with like 20 minutes
He does that thing where he pulls them in, where he goes to shake their hand, and he pulls them in, and always throws people off. The reason Trump does that is that's actually a technique in negotiating. He's been doing it since the 80s. Well, it just throws them off their balance a little bit. Well, when they get off their balance, their brain starts to try to calculate new balance, and it actually disrupts their whole thought pattern. So whatever plans they had get temporarily, has a little lag spike. The second you pull them in, their brain gets a lag spike, and they sort of forget what they're going to do, and they react naturally. Well, that natural reaction is what Trump wants, because he wants to base his relationship on a natural reaction when he first meets someone. Trump didn't invent this, by the way. This was actually there was a book written in I think it was in the 60s. I forgot, but I actually read this book when I was a teen, and it was all about first impressions and how to deal with people in negotiations. And one of those things, when you go to shake their hand firmly, you pull them in ever slightly, and that throwing off their balance sort of causes their brain to lag, and whatever plans they had when they first met you completely
shuffle back.
Yeah, they shuffle back, and their natural reaction takes over, and it allows you to build a more genuine relationship with someone. Well, when he doing this guy was like, he didn't know what he was going to do.
Well, watch him when he goes back now. Look, because it's like I saw someone edited it. edited it the other day, and where his facial expression changes, they put the music in, going, "Hello, darkness,
my old friend."
Next, United Kingdom.
I want to see this again.
Where's United Kingdom?
Behind you.
Yes.
Where?
Oh, I'm here. Oh, there you are.
Pull in. Pull in.
Oh, stick is coming forward.
People all came in like 20-minute notice.
Oh, he's come up to speak and Trump
and we have
sent
so
him
many
away.
others, and just so many others. And, it's such a compliment to what we're doing, because what we've done is something very unique and very special. So it's perhaps the wealthiest and most powerful.
Right, cut him now.
And Trump just keeps going, bro.
Yeah. You see Giorgia Meloni, the Italian Prime Minister's face. She's literally, because she doesn't like Starmer, so she was like smirking when Trump turned his back on him.
Yeah, he's not wrong. She is actually a pretty beautiful woman. Like, I mean,
well, that's why I was in Florence, mate.
Right? Oh, I see.
Georgia meeting up.
Yeah, went there to Georgia. I got it.
Two very powerful people.
So before we move on from this to Mortal Kombat, I did want to look at some of the responses to his candor with the Venezuela president. So check this out. So these are some of the tweet replies, and I love seeing this. Like, look, again, you cannot agree with what he said. You can wish he was nicer, whatever. But, you know, that's your opinion. Let's look at some of the people's replies to this. Ready? He said a curse word. Look how much we're winning. I can't wait to go to war. Right? That's the MAGA people. Okay, that's criticism. Trump is a disgusting bully. Try talking like that to China. He has.
Yeah.
He has. If President Obama had said F-U-C-K, white people would have lost their minds and Fox News would have called for his resignation. Maybe. I'm not sure. It wouldn't bother me.
No.
All right. And after you get past the algorithm feeding you all the negative stuff, then it's like Teflon Don. From the heart. And I love this. That this was a shot of JD Vance after he said it was just like JD Vance is gonna like this is the full shot. Look at that face that JD is making, man. It's good.
It's a happy day for JD, isn't it?
Yeah, no, JD loves this stuff. Most of the replies to this were pretty this is one of my favorite ones, dude. It's really funny. Yeah, most of the replies were pretty patriotic people. This one's good too. I'll show you this one. There you go. Yeah, I mean, pretty accurate. Most of the replies were pretty favorable. I would definitely call it a mic drop moment for sure. Again, you cannot like the language, but anything he just said, everything he said there was pure facts. They don't want to mess around with us because we've shown strength. I think the ultimate lesson to be learned here is that in order for peace to be had in the world, in order for world peace to be a thing, some of our leaders have to grow some balls. And if you want world peace, you gotta grow balls, and you gotta threaten the bad actors. You need to at least punish bad actors that threaten world peace. That's it.
100%. Yeah, there's no other way. You think China will just come to the table without strength if you ask them to do what you want them to do?
No.
Never going to happen. Never going to happen. Same with Russia. Never going to happen. It's no coincidence that when he met with Putin, he had all of the fighter jets flying overhead because he was trying to say to Putin,
it was on purpose.
This is a snapshot of what we've got.
Right.
Don't mess with us. That's it.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. He didn't want. He wanted to make sure he understood that there was strength.
Yeah.
And same with every one of his meetings is along those same lines. I think the one time he looked sort of weak was at I think it was the G6 or whatever, the G something summit. He looked sort of tired, and he was with all these world leaders, and just wasn't in his element. You know, most of those people didn't like him, and you could tell like he was trying to be Teflon Don, but he was probably not good that day. And that I don't expect Trump to always be like this, bobacious, guy. At some point he's got to just like let his guard down. I saw a clip of him talking to his granddaughter. I want to say Kai, and they played golf together. And she was just on her like Instagram Live or whatever, and she was filming, talking to her grandfather, and he wasn't even talking for the camera. He was just talking to her. He's like, I stopped 7 wars. Pretty cool, right? He was such a granddad in that moment, just like trying to brag to his grandfather and ask her about school. And I think Trump is a pretty genuine guy, and you can not like him, but I think for at this moment in history, this is what we need. And Biden was the wrong thing, which is why he was so ineffective. So let's move on.
Well, I'd rather. I mean, I've said to you before, mate. If we could do a swap deal and us have Trump and you have Starmer, I'd do that every day of the week.
I'm sure.
Imagine what he would do to fix the UK. I
think the UK might get real nasty with some of its neighbors if that's the case.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so there's some news about Mortal Kombat and a couple trailers. I wanted to talk to you guys about this. And not everyone's probably a Mortal Kombat fan, but I want to paint this picture for you guys. Mortal Kombat, the game, it's very interesting. When I was a kid, I remember the first time I played this was at a roller rink. You know what a roller rink is?
Yeah.
It's like a bowling alley or something. It's like a place we used to go to when we were kids, and we'd rollerblade around. And I think I was like maybe 17 when it came out, something like that. It came out in 95, I believe. No, I was 15. No, I was 16. I was 16 when it came out, and I remember the first time I played it was at a roller rink. And I'm sitting there, and there's a line of people, like a huge line. Quarters are lined up. Back in the day, you put your quarter on there to indicate you were the next challenger. And with fighting games, the guy who won, basically, whoever won, challenged the next person in line. So if you were really good, and you can play 12 people in a row.
Yeah.
I remember I got in this line. I'm like, all right, I gotta check this out, and it was wild, bloody. Back then, the graphics were like sort of semi-realistic, and like it used like real people and not like cartoons.
Yeah.
And boy, I remember thinking, this is cool as hell. This is so cool.
So cool.
And
Did you have it on the Genesis?
I never had Genesis, but I played it at the arcade. I got wrecked, went back in line. I remember my mom walks over there and she's like, "What is this?" She goes, "No, you can't play this game." And instantly my parents were against it because it was like bloody and nasty and rated R. Well, the cat was out of the bag. I was already a fan of this game. And any chance I had to play it, I played it. And then Mortal Kombat 2 came out. I believe it was on I believe that was on Sega Genesis. I remember
it was on Genesis and SNES, wasn't it, at the time?
Yep. I remember I got the game. It was like the first game I got when I finally moved in on my own when I was 19 or so. Fresh out of the military. Like I got that game plus I forgot. But it was a couple fighting games. Real big fan. And then life got in the way and I didn't play for a while. Then later on I ended up playing it on Steam and playing the PvP version. Well, and right before that, a movie came out. And this movie was not very good. I don't know if you guys remember this. The movie was not very good. It came out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Late 90s. I think it was called, was it 97? Yeah. And this movie was not great. It was fine, but it wasn't a good movie. It was very campy. But you know what was really impressive about this film? Was the soundtrack. It was techno, peak 90s soundtrack, played on the radio. Dude, it was the first video game soundtrack to actually get a gold record. It was the first video game soundtrack to chart on Billboard for like a year straight. Huge. The movie's success, the movie's failure was totally overshadowed by how successful the album was, right?
Yeah.
And that kept Mortal Kombat going for a while. And then you had like Mortal Kombat 2, which Annihilation or something, which was not great. Didn't matter. It didn't do well. And then we had a sort of a semi-reboot of sorts back in 2021 during the COVID pandemic. And the reboot, or whatever you want to call it, focused on the only characters it should have focused on, Sub-Zero and Scorpion. And if you remember, Scorpion's a character that throws a chain at you and pulls you forward. Again, I know I'm getting sweaty here, but there's a point to it. Well, that movie, despite its day-and-day release, despite the COVID pandemic, actually did well. And it was a prequel to a new Mortal Kombat franchise. The movie itself was actually pretty good. I don't know if it wasn't perfect, but it wasn't a bad movie at all. It definitely focused on the right things for me. All in all, I thought it was a good start to a franchise. And then I had no idea what they were doing. There was no word, there was no buzz, nothing for years. And a couple months ago, I think it was like 3 months ago, this trailer dropped.
It, didn't we?
Yep, this trailer dropped, and we're going to show it to you. And this is the Red Band trailer. Has Carl Urban in it. Plays Johnny Cage. It dropped.
Carl Urban's just quality in everything he does.
Oh, and
man, got him in it. I'm watching it,
and we're gonna play it for you guys. And I'm gonna play you that clip, and then I'm gonna tell you what happens. There's some news about this movie because it was supposed to release at the end of this month. That's when it was set to release, if you recall. So let's watch this trailer, and then we're gonna give you the news.
Uno mas, thanks.
You're Johnny Cage. I loved Citizen Cage when I was a kid.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
They should do a reboot.
Nobody wants that. Shit.
This is actually sort of funny because that's what this is.
Yeah.
A reboot.
Yeah.
Went out in the 90s.
And it went out in the 90s.
Yeah.
Pretty funny.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight. Tell me.
First off, Johnny Cage is very accurate to what Johnny Cage is supposed to look like. And Raiden here is very accurate to what Raiden is supposed to look like.
But you're not some crazy fans.
Cool.
How are you doing that?
Are you coming or what?
Very cool. Music is sick.
Where the hell am I?
Very reminiscent.
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament. To the death.
Fuck that.
So Johnny Cage, if you guys don't know, he's an actor he's an action star actor. He's not actually like a soldier or a fighter or whatever. And he gets, essentially mistaken for a warrior of Earth. And he gets pulled into this tournament to fight on behalf of Earth. This Unreal tournament, to borrow another games franchise.
Yeah.
And he does not want to be there because, again, he is not a soldier. He is an actor.
Yeah.
This is a war for the fate of your world. You dickheads in or what? I'm not some champion. I don't have transformer arms or shoot lightning bolts. This shit's got nothing to do with me. I'm an actor.
Cage is actually a world-class martial artist. Oh, I could be wrong. My bad. Yeah. Listen to Lord Toth. He knows more about this stuff than I do.
I find you annoying. Not the face.
Soundtrack is sick.
It's time to become the...
Oh, so that's the guy from the first movie,
Acolyte.
the prequel, which is perfect.
He was an acolyte, that actor as well, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was also in a TV show called The Last
Squid
Ship.
Game.
And in Squid
Game, was he?
He's a good actor.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that they're using the actual actors from the first movie,
Yeah.
which was sort of like a setup to this.
The hero you were meant to be. All right, you big ugly fuck. It's showtime.
Yeah, let's go. Get over here! Oh my god, that fatality, bro. So sick.
So good.
Dun, 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 dun. Let me tell you something. If I was to make a Mortal Kombat movie in 2025, this is what it would look like. It would have the music, the finish, and the fatality. And this is what was lacking in the first original movies, aside from the music. It's funny how the music did so well in the flopped version, the flopped first attempt at this franchise, that they took that music into that exact same style of music into this movie. They're taking the best of what this franchise has to offer, and they're creating a very accurate fan. I mean, it literally gives me goosebumps, dude.
I want this to be good. I really do.
So good.
And can I just going back to the games, mate? Can I just ask you a question as a gamer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a problem now of young lion versus old lion? Because I'm talking about, 93 when I was playing Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter 2. I could take on quite a lot of people. I was quite good at it. But now I find myself being beaten comprehensively by like a 10-year-old.
It's the Twitch reaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I was there was a time that I was number 8 in the world for Counter-Strike 1.6. Yeah. I played in multiple tournaments. I was on the number 3 team on the planet. I was one of the best Counter-Strike players at the time ever. Yeah. And actually won money doing it. All the different, up and down the coast, different cyber cafes, and went to Vegas for Winter CPL. I was a straight up professional gamer. I cannot play a second of Counter-Strike now. Yeah. I booted up that game like a couple years ago, the new version of it, like Counter-Strike Go, whatever how it's called. Just to check it out again. I haven't played Counter-Strike in years. And dude, it doesn't matter how good I was. My old brain does not have the speed required to make the split-second Twitch reactions decisions needed to be successful in these games, and that includes fighting games. That's why I stick to strategy games, dude. Games that are turn-based. I have plenty of time to make my move.
Well, I was going to say to you, mate, I feel like I want to get back into Call of Duty at the moment, but literally every time I play Call of Duty, two things happen. I become a nervous wreck because I've got my gaming headphones on, and I can hear the footsteps coming closer, and I'm like, where the hell are they? Where is it coming from? Like that, and I've got my gun ready to go, right. And they always knife me in the neck. No matter what I do. And then I just get frustrated and I go, right, what the hell? I'm just going to drive a car at somebody.
So I played I was also a Halo player for a while, right? And I played in a Halo tournament. Yeah. You guys heard this story before, but I'll tell you again. And it was for Attack of the Show. Remember Attack of the Show?
Yeah.
And supposedly I was playing against Olivia Munn was supposedly one of the players in the death match. And I made it to the very end. And again, young brain, very good at first-person shooters. And it was so funny, I could not kill Olivia Munn's character. Again, I don't believe she was playing, to be honest.
Yeah.
Couldn't kill her character. It was driving me nuts. I was like on the edge the entire time, barely surviving this person. And when she does finally kill me on this live server with like 2,000 people watching, she then proceeds to teabag my dead corpse and kick me from the server. And the response,
fair, a lot of people would pay Olivia Munn to do that.
The response for the kick/ban was "Get good, kid." Let me tell you something. I was never more attracted to a woman in my entire life. Again, I don't think she was playing. I think it was someone using like her name. But like that was back when I could play. Now I can't even get out Spawn Point, dude. I die instantaneously.
Do you know what you just described there, mate? Actually, that could have actually been your villain origin story. how you rose for revenge.
Get good,
started gutting gamers in their bedrooms around the world till you found the person that did it.
Instead, I got very horny very quickly. I'm like, I love this woman. All right, so back to Mortal Kombat here. So that was the first trailer. Yes, you guys are right. The music is sick. It's incredible. There was one more trailer that came out. I do want to play it, and then I want to tell you the news and what's happening with the Mortal Kombat franchise. Okay, here we go.
Yeah. The realms are breaking. Shao Kahn's army arises. Johnny Cage, you have been chosen to fight.
Look, lady, you don't have to do this.
Music is so cool. Can I tell you something? When this movie drops, the soundtrack is going to be bonkers. It's going to be bonkers. It's going to go crazy. It's going to be nothing. That's all that anyone's going to post on TikTok and Instagram for like Instagram for like a month.
When this goes live, when this movie goes live, we're going to watch it and we'll do a reaction after we've just watched it. We need to do that as well because you'll be buzzing, and if it's as good as I hope it is, they'll be buzzing as well.
Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
It's called Mortal Kombat. It's a fighting tournament to the death.
Ugly face.
Go!
Let's do this.
Go! Whoop!
We fight as one, Johnny. That's the only way we take Shao Kahn down.
The fate of world is in your hands, and there is none of time.
You're telling me the fate of the world depends on me? It's showtime.
Champions will fight.
The Red Band trailer is
till
better.
death. I find you annoying.
I don't care.
All in, run it till we on top. No mercy.
This shit's got nothing to do with me.
It's time to become the hero you were meant to be.
You don't have any pounds? Just incredibly handsome.
Yeah, the other trailer is better, but here's the deal. The news that was associated with this trailer that dropped was very interesting to me. So it was supposed to come out, I believe, October. So this month, it was supposed to come out. Well, what happened was this month, last month, it was delayed. And you're asking yourself, well, why was it delayed? Why would they delay such a fantastic film? And the reasons that they said initially was, and here's the promo for it. They said, well, it was delayed because of production issues. Well, I don't believe that.
No.
They say the delay was a strategic decision by Warner Bros. To move the film to a more lucrative summer release window, as the studio believes it will perform better at the box office during the summer. That I do believe. So when they said initially production issues and screenings and all that stuff, it was wrong. The test screenings for this film have actually been super strong. Most people are really excited about it. And I believe Warner Brothers went into these test screenings, had a bunch of test screenings, saw the excitement, saw the reaction to it online. They're like, yo, why are we going to release this movie in October, which is pretty much a death sentence for most movies, and not in the summer when people go to watch movies? So it's a really good sign that this is coming out in May versus October. May is prime time blockbuster season. October is sort of this is where like a lot of Halloween re-releases happen. You know what I mean? Like scary movies and special editions, and not a lot of stuff happens in October. I know it's my birthday month, and there's never any good movies to watch. So I really like the idea that Warner Brothers is so proud or excited about this film that they moved it from the original slot to next summer, because that just tells me that the movie
They got
itself,
faith in it.
they have faith in the movie, and that the screenings went really, really well. And considering Warner Brothers has a great tracker record right now, where they're pretty much, not missing, and even their misses are like still strong enough to be profitable. Like this right now, Warner Brothers is the strongest movie studio making movies. This is a really good sign for Mortal Kombat.
I think this is going to do really well. I think they are being clever and pitching it for summer. A May release is certainly going to be good for it. I think it's a gaming movie. I think there's love for the franchise as well. I think this is going to do really well, and I can't wait. It's similar to what I said to you last week when we were talking about Peacemaker, and about the fact that I've forgotten the last time I've actually wanted to watch something, but I actually want to go and watch this movie. I'm really looking forward to it.
Same.
So yeah, bring it on. Get me to May. I'm there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we just gotta survive to May, dude. We'll do that. All right, before the next story, I want to cover up some of these chats here.
Yeah.
I gotta go way up because I forgot about you guys for like last hour. All right, first off, Stephen A. Welcome. Stephen A. has become a cast member. My dude. Thank you
very much, sir. You're a legend.
In about an hour, an hour or so, we're going to go to the member section where that cast membership will be utilized appropriately. Also, Kevin Eisenberg says, this looks kind of gay.
Was he watching another trailer?
Yeah, I don't know what trailer you were watching, bro. If that's gay, then I am a flaming homosexual because I was really, really into it.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Okay.
For that.
Let's talk about Barack Hussein Obama.
Okay. Thanks, mate.
Yeah, I know you wanted to speak about this. So, President Obama, or ex-President Obama, is opening up the Obama Presidential Center next year. It'll be a hub for change and a place for people from all over the world to come together to get inspired and take what they've learned back to their own communities. And here's a video about it.
Great. I noticed they got the sinister music for it as well.
Why does it sound like Mortal Kombat music? Get over here!
Kid Demon comes out right now.
What is this language? Like these hieroglyphs?
Wow. Tower of Babel, isn't it?
I'm not saying women can't build, but I am saying it was built by the community. So perhaps if you ever visit this place, like have your head on a swivel just in case. You don't know what's going to fall down. I mean, it was built by the community. I don't know.
What are you trying to say? That suddenly one of them drives home, they open up the trunk of their car, and it's like, were these screws for something?
No, it's more like it's more like their trunk is filled with all the copper they were supposed to lay.
Speaking of which, did you see from the US? I saw it a couple of weeks ago about the couple that tried to nick material from a building site.
No.
I'll have to see if I can send it to you for next week. But effectively, all of the builders on top, they're lobbing loads of stuff at them.
No,
and they're trying to get away, but then they're firing their nail guns at them as well.
Oh, that sounds awesome!
It's fantastic.
Okay, so here's the rest of it. Finish him.
Yeah. It's going to be a mosh pit inside of the center as well.
Flawless victory. I can only think about Mortal Kombat things right now.
Yeah.
Yo, that does look super sinister though, right? Like, first off,
it does.
That is a large piece of land. like a huge piece of land for a presidential center. Do all presidents just get like a giant piece of land to build things on?
Well, they do the demonic worshipping down the bottom there, where it's concealed by trees.
That's the Bohemian Grove 2.0. So yeah, so there's that. And John, this is why I love you, John. John sent me this.
It's coming. It's coming, everybody.
It's a building with the Eye of Sauron on a top. All right. So here's some reactions.
Have Nazgul flying around it as well, yeah.
Here's some reactions to this. This is from. So here's some reactions to it. This is from Philip Chan. Philip Chan is a friend of mine, actually. Is this your version of the project? Looks like absolute butts. I don't know if that's like an English thing.
Yeah.
This is going to make a real difference for so many people. Barack Obama was the unifying president.
Okay.
So I want to ask a question. How is that going to make a difference for anyone?
It's not. It almost sounds like it's to serve someone else's interests, really.
Right.
It's very, very peculiar. I mean, to be honest with you, so let me get this right. So people come from all over the world to go in there and to take back what they've learned. So that's almost like a propaganda center then, essentially.
Yeah. How does it make a real difference for regular people? Like,
yeah,
it sounds more like
community.
Well, it's a community. Yeah. It's a community. So people from the community can go there and enjoy its spaces, or.
Well, this is what I don't understand, because it says built by the community. Now, call me crazy, but where I live, if it was a community project, it would be like, we want to build a school, or we want to build a supermarket so we can buy food, or we want to buy, build in proper sewage infrastructure and drainage. That's what the community wants. They don't want to go somewhere where they can all mingle and chat.
I want to build a giant tower of Sauron surrounded by a lot of unused space in this clearly overpopulated city that this space can be used for it to actually help people on. No, I want to build this giant tower where we can go at certain times of certain hours of the day and bask in the glory of the ex-president Barack Obama.
Yeah.
I don't really get it. I don't really get I'm not against it. Do whatever you want. I hope the taxpayers aren't paying for it. That's all. That's my only criticism.
If there's someone in the chat that knows more about it than I do, then by all means tell me. But I don't see how this benefits a community. I don't, a building like that, what's in there? Is it a learning center or what?
It's some kind of learning center.
It's just in the current climate again, with people struggling as well financially, it's the last thing that anybody's going to be interested in. They want like what I said a few minutes ago. They want something that actually is going to make a benefit to the community itself. Not a building where, in about 3 or 4 years' time, you're going to have a lot of homeless people sleeping rough around it.
Right. I bet you it was designed by AI or something.
It was designed by Lucifer's architects, probably.
This was actually funny because someone posted this. That's the waste management symbol. What's funny is that actually looks a lot like the actual waste management building, because the waste management building is actually green. It just doesn't have those swells that that Obama's tower has. Anyways, that's it for that.
Is he going to be standing there in some sort of evil villain outfit, smoking a cigarette, overseeing the whole area?
Petting a hairless cat.
Yeah, exactly.
Listen. Don't get all wee-weed up here, but when I got up this morning, Mike told me. I mean Michelle. Michelle said, "Listen, I want you to build a tower a tower to the heaven. Not like a tower of Babel. Don't get me wrong. But like a tower to my splendid presidency. So then I told Mike, give me your penis. I mean, Michelle. All right. There's an ongoing joke that Michelle Obama is actually a man. I find it really funny when like random celebrities would drop the joke as like just a random jab. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Okay, man. So here's a reaction. Here's a reaction to Obama's presidential library. And then we'll wrap it up and move on to the next thing. Here we go.
What would you call that architecture?
Garbage can, maybe just a little.
What do you think it looks like?
I don't know. It kind of like a rock or something.
What do you think it looks like?
Like a jail, kind of.
Like a jail? Yeah. A little offensive to have the first black president to have a jail.
Yeah.
Okay, come on. Come on. Could they have tried? Could they have tried?
A little better, right?
Yeah, what does it look like to you?
It looks like a giant block of marble to me.
Like a giant, yep.
Like someone just took like a statue, was like, I'm just going to chisel these pieces off real quick, and I'm going to stick it right there.
Some lady just called it a jail.
No, it's just a giant great TARDIS, that's all.
Oh, based.
Yeah.
It's great.
And what do you think this looks like? What do you think it looks like?
It looks like a mountain.
Like a mountain? What do you think it looks like?
It looks like a house.
Looks like an ATC tower.
An ATC tower? What does it look like to you?
Looks like a big mausoleum.
A big mausoleum?
Yeah. This is great. There's plenty of streets in Chicago you reroute to, so just take it and suck it up.
That's the best reaction. He's being sarcastic. He goes, "This is great. You know, there's plenty of space in Chicago. Just take it and suck up all the space." All right, we're gonna get Shane here pretty soon.
Yay, good old Shane.
It's so funny to me that Benny Johnson. I'm not like a huge fan of Benny Johnson, but I like that like everyone he interviewed was someone that was black, so no one can call the video racist. It's actually pretty smart. Plus, Chicago is like a lot more black people than white.
And at least he had some people there with a good sense of humor who basically said, yeah, it looks crap.
Yeah, it's not great. It's bad. It's bad. All right. Our next topic is going to be the No Kings protest. We got a super chat from Kenneth Rook. Trump's raising money for his library. So far, a number of people are giving money towards it. Oh, okay. What is the Trump library supposed to look like? Wait, you're not supposed to build a library.
It's going to look like the Jedi Temple library in flipping Clone Wars, isn't it?
I feel like
all lit up.
I feel like it's going to have like a lot of gold because Trump really likes gold.
Yeah.
Recently, when they were redoing the ballroom at the White House, or like the whatever, it's like this huge space off the left of the White House. He was talking about how great everything looked, and like they're going through the ballroom. I gotta see if I can find it. And he's talking about like the gold-plated different elements, but someone searched and found those exact gold-plated elements like at Hobby Lobby. So someone took the Hobby Lobby tchotchkes and just painted them gold. Let me show you something real quick.
So he's, his library's probably going to have like a fighting ring in there for UFC or something like that, isn't it? When he gets it done,
yeah,
I have no doubt about it.
It's gonna have a giant like octagon.
Yeah.
Here's the link. All right.
Some people buy gold coins or bars and store them at home or in a safe deposit box. But for others, gold has become a way to save for retirement through what's known as a gold IRA. Now, opening a
What
gold
the hell?
IRA
Oh my God,
isn't
this is
a
an ad. I'm so sorry, guys. This was
What?
supposed to be. This was someone put this video at the top of the article, and I thought it was about the stupid. No,
I
it's
must
an ad.
buy gold.
this is what the article says. President Trump took to Truth Social on September 28th to reveal a video of a new decorations he installed in the open. By the way, why do you not have that video at the top of this article and not the video about your Roth IRA, you D-bag? Including 24-karat accents. Well, the problem is, and he likes it, but the decor that they used were just things that you can buy locally, and they were painted with gold paint. And I wish I could show you the video because it's hilarious, but apparently it's not on here. Yeah, I don't know where it is. Well, we'll find it next week. All right, we got Shane in here. Let's go.
Oh, he's a legend, isn't he? Good
Coming
to see
in,
him.
Shane. 1 second, buddy.
It's now proper brain.
Proper brain. Pretty soon we're going to start calling the show Jane.
Well, you still haven't put me as in the intro yet as running away in my red coat.
Yeah, you're going to be a Brit that just runs away the whole time.
With loads of arrows in my back.
Yeah. Arrows all over you. Well, you are in you're murdered very quickly in that same.
Yeah, I can choose my avatar is what you're saying.
Right.
You know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shane. How you doing, Shane?
Listen, I got to tell you guys, I just survived King's Day 2.
No King's Day?
Like literally just survived it. I had to drive past the government center to get to soccer and to get home. And they were blocking all the streets with their crazy signs. Bunch of old white women. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, white women are the problem. Like the worst of society is white liberal women.
I was and their cucked white husbands.
100%. Just absolute disastrous people.
If you look at Shane's car, everyone, if you could right now, there's loads of old white women over the top of it on the bonnet.
Right.
He had to get home.
Yeah, they were trying to block the road. Here's Shane.
Yeah, he's like,
what was that?
I got a show to do. I'm coming through.
Listen, I said if they
There's
were
a lot of speed bumps.
They were blocking the road, guys, and I was like, listen, if my light turns green and they're still there, there's going to be trouble.
Yeah. Why is there a white wig stuck to the back of the exhaust?
I feel sorry for them. See, I feel like they are all misinformed, mind-controlled people.
Yeah.
And so I actually have empathy for them. So
the funniest meme I ever saw was it was like a white woman sleeping with a brown guy, and then the camera pans out and it's like a white skinny guy. He's like, "Okay, baby, I'll meet you at the No Kings protest."
Yeah. Well, I would say there was probably a good, I don't know. They had a lot of people there. It was more than the last protest they had. So I got to tell you, the Soros family has upped their game to get more people out there. And we had, I would say, there was a good 500 to 1,000 people on the street for sure.
The funniest thing is seeing the people with signs. I'm not a paid protester. And you're like, why do you have to say that?
Yeah.
Does anyone else not find it sus that they think they have to say that?
Well, we've even seen them in the UK where they've got the placards and they show them going back on the bus, and then like a day later they're in another city in the UK coming off of another bus. God. Doing exactly the same thing. So it's like, I wonder who's funding you. Interesting.
Yeah. And a lot of the one I couldn't understand, there's a lot of signs there, but the number of upside down American flags just trips me out. I'm like, okay, so if you're for no kings and you want America to be strong, why would you flip the flag upside down? It's like
mad,
what these people really want is anarchy, most of them. And this is just an excuse for them to go out there and do that. So I support their right to free speech. Let me just tell you that.
Yeah, I support their right. I support their right to the First Amendment by its definition, which means they have the right to peaceably assemble. And we talked about this last week, I believe. Peaceably means without violence or disruption.
Get out of the street.
means get the out of the street.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, for real, the amendment. What does the amendment say? And this is I don't think people have totally understand this.
Here's what the amendment says. It says, "Thou shalt not block horse and carriage." I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I made that up, but it would be appropriate for the time.
Yeah, this is what it says. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion.
Why are you saying that in German, dude?
Or profiting off the free speech. Okay, let me do it in the 50s. I'll do it in the 50s. Congress shall make no law respecting or establishment of religion or prohibiting the free speech thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people to peaceably assemble. Okay.
You'll never catch me, Kappa.
See? You know what's funny is every broadcaster sounded exactly like this. Until African Americans joined the sports, and then they kicked that whole accent straight out of them. Like, oh, there, here comes Billy Bob. What the hell just happened?
Yeah.
That guy just that guy just broke every single record in an afternoon. All right, so the definition of peaceably, okay, it's an adverb, and it means without violence, disturbance, or anger. Peaceably, in most cases, with both referring to a calm and non-violent matter, which means about 70% of the protests we've seen the last 2 years have not been legal because they have not been peaceable or peaceably or whatever, how you even say that, without violence, tumult, or quarrels, in a calm, quiet, non-violent matter, without disturbance or conflict. I don't know. That means that these protests are not protests; they're riots.
Yeah. So March 47 says an upside down flag indicates a country in distress or something like that, right? Yes. And as an old sea dog, sailor, Navy guy, I'll tell you, it's specifically a Navy term where your ship is in distress and the flag is flown upside down. When you're fighting for your country, I would fight for a strong country. And I think it just sends the wrong message when you're flying your flag upside down with your protest. I don't know. I mean, call me crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. I'm in a place at the moment where they're telling you to take your flag down, which is even worse. You know, so all these. I mean, I was going to ask you guys, how many of these people, you know, the ones that aren't paid agitators, how many do you think there are out there now that actually believe this nonsense?
There's quite a bit, man. I'll tell you. I mean, there's a lot of people who are just have been programmed, and it's not always their fault. It's hard to see through the fog, you know, the fog of mainstream media, the fog of people that you know that you're in your bubble. It's very hard to see, and it's also hard because Trump he acts like a king. So I mean, it was very good marketing on brand for these No Kings Day because he does act like a king. He doesn't act like somebody who's, oh my gosh, you know, we got to fight for, you know, he's like, do as I say, damn it. You know, I mean, that's the way he is. Now, if you don't listen to what he says and you look at what he's trying to accomplish, it's two totally different things. But he does speak like one. And so, I mean, they're using that as branding. But I think a lot of people are just unfortunately mind controlled at this point to have Trump derangement syndrome, and they can't see further than his words. And unfortunately, I think it's sad. People don't want to put in the time, but they want to go to a protest. Put in the time to understand it. Watch a few of his actual press conferences. Watch the whole thing, not just the bullets the Democrats will have you watch. And because I feel bad for him. I look at him and go, I mean, wow, there's some really I would feel stupid to, you know, in 2 or 3 years when you come back and the country's in a better place and everybody's making more money and everything's going better. Are you going to suddenly go, oops, sorry, I guess I was wrong?
No, because they don't remember anything, Shane. They don't remember anything. You know, I love how they talk about No King's Day, but, you know, and freedom and all this stuff. They're real big on freedom now, right? But in 2019, where was the No King's Day when everyone was being forced to put their masks on and locked down? Where people
2020, 2021.
21. Was it 21?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever.
It wasn't 19. Yeah, COVID happened in 20 and then
21. So during COVID, I'm asking this because this was like the most egregious example of anti-freedom I've seen in my whole life.
It's the most fascist our country has been in our lifetime.
Yes.
100%.
Where was no kings when people were being fired because they didn't want to take an experimental vaccine?
Oh, if you would have had a no Kings Day then, Brian, you know what would have happened? The government would have come and threw you in prison.
Oh, exactly.
That's what happened. During COVID, you would have went and had if you weren't Black Lives Matter and you wanted to do something else, you were done.
Yeah, where was no kings when you couldn't go outside? Where was no kings? When they let your family members die alone in the hospital and you couldn't visit them. Where was no kings during that whole extreme fascist point in American history? It wasn't here. And here's the problem. Here's the problem with these short-sighted, low IQ, more than likely paid protesters. I thoroughly believe that they are being ramped up and amped up by people that are paid to do that, paid to organize events. Think about this. The second No Kings became a meme, overnight there was a website. Overnight there was a website with a CRM, with organizing, with moderators. Overnight. That is not something that happens naturally. Real grassroots movements take time to ramp up into a website and an organization. Dude, there's a trademark on No Kings Day already. That's crazy. And it was overnight. Immediately, the second that was a trending hashtag, it became a business. So
I might have done that though. Honestly, just to speak for entrepreneurs, as soon as I saw that was a thing, I might have jumped on that. I don't know.
What I'm saying is there's obviously an element of this that is 100% paid. And it doesn't take everyone. They don't got to pay all the protesters. All they got to do is pay some key people to organize the protesters. You pay key people that are very good at their jobs at organizing events and getting people motivated to rally people together and to organize large form protests. That's a real thing. Oh, they're not paid protesters, but the people setting up the events are paid.
And here's how they're doing it too. So I've been paying attention to how this is being accomplished. And what they're doing two things. Okay, three things. They're using Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. And what they're doing is they're using the local pages, like the local subreddit. And I've got Ventura, and I've got a few different places around here, and I've been paying attention to it. And they are coming in and they are hitting these places. And so then I go check the next city. It's the same people posting in every city. So it's organized. And when you take a look at their posts, what do you look at it? It's all like hardcore, like Antifa, hard left, all of their posts on Reddit. That's where it's coming from.
Well, guys, we had a Liberal Democrat MP this week, and basically there's a guy called Tommy Robinson in the UK who is pushing. He was the one ages ago that pushed against grooming gangs, and he's got a court case coming out, and Elon Musk is financially paying for his defense. So they're basically this Liberal Democrat MP has basically had a go and basically saying we need to ban Elon Musk and his money because he's a far right activist and sympathizer. But you know what's funny? They never ever talk about the fact that of Soros. They never talk about the fact you had the first day Starmer was in office, you had Bill Gates in there, you had Larry Fink from BlackRock. That money's all right because it's obviously for something they agree with. But if it's on the other side, it's bad. You can't have money. You can't have billion-dollar investors in any of it. And again, the Soros thing and these agitators, they're doing it in our country as well as they're doing it in yours because it all bleeds in from the United States. So they're doing it in this country just as they're doing it in your country, guys.
It's a shame, man.
Yeah, well, what's funny is like the same people that want No King's Day had no issue with the fact that Kamala was never voted for when she ran against Trump. No one voted for this person. So no King's Day, but you were voting for someone to be installed into power over you.
Well, it's like Proposition 50. It's okay to cheat. It's okay to do the wrong thing as long as we're defeating the opposition.
Right.
And it's what happens to every villain in every movie you've ever seen that started out as an actual okay person, and the means justify the ends until the point where they were either being killed or locked up in prison. I mean, it's the path of the villain is exactly what they're taking here.
Yeah.
Hey,
Brian,
is USAID still in business?
I don't think they've completely shut it down. No.
Yeah, no, I think they're still running, and it's funny how
they can't. They can't shut it down completely.
Yeah, so they start to get back, and they start to get less scrutiny when Elon and his team leave after they've gutted it, and now these protests start to happen again. It's weird how during the Doge cuts, when all these businesses were being cut entirely, when all these paid, corrupt, dark money businesses were being gutted from the inside out. Remember those protests? It was a couple old senators and their staff members. There was no signs. There was no people out there. Nothing. But the second we stop looking, and this is the problem, you start paying attention, the snakes come back into the henhouse. The wolves make their way back into your field, and they start dropping their black money all over the world, all over the place, getting people riled up. Once again, they don't care about the country. They care about destabilizing the country so they can profit off of it. It's really gross, dude. This guy...
It's constant vigilance, isn't it? That's what you need, sadly.
Right.
You can never stop. It's tiring, but you've got to be vigilant.
Yeah, this guy is at one of the protests, and he actually...
Is that a guy? Sorry.
Huh? No, not this. I'm sorry.
Oh,
wrong
sorry.
tab.
Yeah.
This guy is at the protest, at one of the No Geeks protests, and he actually sees people there in USAID shirts, which is hilarious. Here you go.
Oh, well, they're probably protesting the fact that they're USAID. I mean, these people are going to be opposite of anything. I mean, here's the people that are supporting the funding for...
Hold on, let's play this, then you can go on your thing.
Oh, good.
It's like the ending scene from The Sopranos out here.
This guy's literally wearing a US...
I just think this is so funny.
I mean, I suppose you would, if your job was at USAID and you don't have a job anymore, maybe you would protest.
That's really funny. So USAID is they must be working again. There is definitely dark money funding this, because the only other option is the money behind a lot of these protests decided not to come out when they're getting gutted. No, I think that because these organizations were being gutted and Doge was in full effect, they couldn't operate appropriately, which is why the quote-unquote protests you saw outside of USAID were literally like 7 people and their grandmother in a wheelchair, and 3 of them were senators that shouldn't be out past 7 o'clock. And now you have like 1,000 people in downtown Chicago. I mean, come on, dude.
No, you're wrong.
And again, if the Democrats ever get back into power, are these issues going to suddenly disappear overnight? Because I'm willing to bet that a lot of them will suddenly just disappear into the woodwork. These protests, they will sliver away.
Yep.
Because they weren't around, and correct me if I'm wrong, but during Biden's presidency, they weren't around, were they? Or
nope,
very little.
I mean,
I don't remember a single protest during Biden. Not a single one.
Black Lives Matter. Yeah, there was some.
At the tail end, right? It wasn't during.
But he was like, "Go ahead, keep burning it down." All right. Nobody wanted to talk against burning down things.
Was it during Biden, the Black Lives Matter thing? Oh, I don't remember
Absolutely.
that. Oh, that was the. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. No one stopped him.
2021, baby.
Yeah, no one stopped him. They're like, "It's cool. You can."
It's like, yeah, go ahead and burn everything down.
You can burn my house
look the other
down.
way.
I'm fine with that. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Some of the people funding these organizations, just to give you a heads up. So, I mean, some of the actual, that we know for sure, you've got the Teachers Union, the ACLU, the Human Rights Campaign, Move On, the George Soros Open Society Foundation, which gave millions, a $3 million grant. This is political, guys. It's all political.
Yeah, and so that's the point I want to make, though. It's really
and
important.
Kevin Essenberg, he's the other one. Good job, Kevin. Way to give him money.
Oh, damn it, Kevin.
This is Kevin's fault.
Kevin, it's your fault. No, for real, though, like, I don't think enough people understand this. These are not grassroots. These aren't regular people that got their signs and went out there and decided to protest in this very organized manner and make this statement. Not the case. There are regular people there, but they were 100%, without a shadow of a doubt, this is a fact, organized by people that were paid by people that oppose the values and the Constitution that this country is founded on. Paid by rich, wealthy, huge organizations that have more interest in a worldview than a United States view. And those people are paying other people, paying very talented people to organize protest against this country. That, and I don't think enough people understand that. Because when you say that, you go, oh, that's a conspiracy theory, bro. No, it's not. It's just not.
No, 100%. This is just the truth of it. And you would be crazy to think that there aren't always people trying to take advantage of every possible situation. I mean, when the Dems are in power, you got people, the right wing, doing the same thing. I mean, not to the level of degree and not to the level of probably, the people on the conservative side, they realize when the left is in power, they're like, all right, well, shit, they're in power. And that's kind of the way it goes. When the right get in power, the left just freak out, and so that's kind of what we've got here. And, all I can say is, eventually, what did you say? If the Dems ever get back in power?
Yeah,
they 100% will get back in power. It's just a matter of time. And everything that happens now is going to be a blueprint for what they're going to justify themselves to do. So it's going to be very careful treading on the right hand side to make sure that we're trying to do things right, get the country back to a good place before they do eventually take over, because the pendulum will swing, people. It always does. And at that time, holy crap, look out. They might even try to take it a step further than everything going on. We'll be doing no King's Days, or no Queens, whatever the hell.
Oh, yeah, they will. That's what they've always done. Since I was an adult, I've just watched rights and freedoms slowly stripped away from Americans.
Sure.
Every year, every election cycle, every crisis, more rights, more freedoms, more God-given rights and freedoms have been stripped away from Americans.
Yeah.
And when that happens in America, it happens in the rest of the world too. Oh, hey, they can surveil you? Cool, we're going to do that here too. Oh, they can make it so you can't leave your border? We're going to do that here. America sets the standard on what you can do to your people. Case in point.
Yep.
This is Canada right now. I want to show you guys something. This is Canada. They're also celebrating No King's Day in Canada. There's a sign about Trump, power belongs to the people. There's a trans flag, stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. The trans flag is the stupidest, most colorful, just color throw up on a flag. It's so stupid. But
the biggest joke of all time is power belongs to the people. It does belong to the people. You're right, but people never have the power.
Yeah, they never do. So this is the protest. This is a No King's Day protest in Canada.
No Trump, no KKK. No fascist USA. 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 No Trump, no.
Tell me you don't know anything about Trump. Wait, they forgot something. Where's the beer, eh?
Yeah, this is Canada. First off, just so you guys know, Canada has a king.
Exactly. They will be doing it in the UK as well. I have no doubt.
Isn't the head of their state a king?
No. I mean, you have the crown, of course. John knows more than we do, but Canada's registered. I guess technically they do. John, you explain.
Technically, they have a king.
Technically, he is the king.
No power, though. I don't think.
But no, it's a figurehead type role.
Yeah.
But they still have a king. It's our king.
Ken, the funniest thing is we do have a king. Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, exactly.
For that one.
I mean, I think it's these people. Do you think regular? I want to ask you. I'm going to ask you guys both a question. In your opinion, do you think regular Canadians got out of bed one day and said, "You know what we need to do? we're not going to go to work or go enjoy a movie or something. Let's all go make a bunch of signs and go stand out in the heat and complain about another country's politicians. Does that seem like a reasonable thing that a regular Canadian would do? Or maybe someone got them all riled up.
I mean, it's more likely that, but I mean, I will say, like, if somebody was like, USA North, sounds a lot better than Canada. I don't. These people are mostly riled up because of what Trump did. I wonder if these people would be riled up if Trump had never tried to like bring Canada into the United States. I know people are pretty upset about that.
Well, I also noticed that they're riled up in the part of Toronto that isn't ran by Muslims. That's like the super crunchy liberal version part. Hey, I'll go do that in South Toronto, where you're gonna get your rear end kicked on the way out of their marketplace real quick. They're not gonna.
Well, I'll let you guys know. I've been working on a secret project where I'm going to sneak into the White House in the middle of the night. I'm going to put a blanket over Trump.
Okay, what are you saying right now is a joke? What are you saying right now is a joke? Please, everyone understand that.
yeah. There's a red laser.
This is not real. This is not real. He's making a joke right now. Please.
Allegedly.
And so he'll wake up in a darkened room and he'll be like, what are you going to do to me? Thinking he's going to be tortured. And I'll just go, no. We want you to be Prime Minister. Please. We've smuggled you out across the border.
John is going to kidnap Trump.
Boy.
Take him to England.
But he's going to kidnap him for the benefit of the UK. See, guys, what he's doing here? He's just going to bring him over there. Let him go wild for a while in the UK. We should just let him run around the world and fixing countries.
Just let him go feral when he's just going to Wales and Scotland, and he's basically saying, "Right, we're going to take you over." Let them all go insane.
Hey, they don't want a king, but we do.
Penny has a great question here. Member for 11 months. Do you have any fun news?
Yep, that's the last topic. We have alien news coming up next.
Hold on for that one. Yeah,
hold on. Okay, one more quick thing on No King's Day. I want to show you guys a quick clip about a woman who should have celebrated No Burger King's Day, if you know what I mean.
I've had those days.
No kings, no thrones, no crowns. Tomorrow, October 18th, join the march. No kings, no crowns, no thrones.
Sorry, Brian, for a second.
No Burger King.
For a second, I thought this was another character for the Mortal Kombat movie.
Get over here.
Get my mouth. Sign.
I think you would get a whole lot more. Listen, here would be my rule. I would be like, listen, everybody on the left. Who's on the left? Everybody raise your hand. Okay, good. We're all here. We're all together. Okay. If you have pink hair, blue hair, orange hair, do not advertise for our event. Okay? And if you're morbidly obese, also do not advertise. Let's get some, good marketing.
Yeah, we don't need your help. Okay, please stop. All right, one more clip, and we're gonna go to the alien things. I almost forgot about this. This is
Ohio with
you guys remember Ramaswamy?
Yeah, I haven't seen Vivek in a while.
Ramaswamy is in the house. Here we go.
And Ohio's next governor, Vivek Ramaswamy. So this No Kings thing, how's Ohio going to handle that?
Look, I think it's all a deflection, Jesse.
Do you guys not see that stupid delay? I'm not the crazy person here, okay? Listen, he asked him a direct question. Look how long it takes him to answer.
Ohio going to handle that?
Look, I think it's all a deflection, Jesse.
3 seconds.
In Ohio, what they actually care about is how do you improve educational excellence in our schools? How do you improve the economy, continue to grow jobs, deliver economic growth? These are areas in which Democrats have absolutely no vision.
Can I ask a question?
So when you lack vision...
Yeah. In 2 videos in the last 5 minutes now, I've seen that dancing unicorn. That is the central issue. That is the real villain of the piece right there.
Well, no, it's not the same one, though. They've been using these...
It's not.
They've been using these weird inflatable cartoons in protest.
Does that say support FEMA?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, the Federal Emergency Management Agency with a uniform. Okay, all right.
True Patriot supports FEMA.
Guys, guys. I
what
don't
do you
wanna
do?
go into
You
FEMA.
pound the table on everything else that doesn't matter as a distraction and a deflection. The good news is, Jesse, people here aren't falling for it. People across the country aren't falling for it. You said it well. No King's Day. We already
I
did
disagree.
that on
There's
July
like
4th,
a couple thousand people at
1776.
this protest right
we
now.
commemorate that every year, and that's what makes this country great. It's a
That was what I like they said. He goes, the real No King's Day is July 4th.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
All right, calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, John, the real,
Goddamn
the
Brits
real No
came
King's
over
Day.
here and tried to tax our tea. Hell no.
Just because you threw your toys out of the pram about a little taxation representation thing, you know, just no need to keep throwing it back in my face.
Listen, cousin, just relax. Okay?
Okay, let's talk about some alien news. Thank you, Kenneth, and thank you, Penny. So, by the way, Kenneth said copyright claim. Yeah, there was a 100% copyright claim. That's why they play the loud music in protests, so people can't stream it. All right, here we go. This is actually, Jonathan. I'm gonna let you set this one up, bro.
Ooh,
this guy's name is Brandon Biggs. And
Yeah,
John,
so
take it from here.
This guy predicted previously, what was it about the alien fleet, didn't he? And he's now he had a vision, a prophecy about the alien fleet previously, and he's got a new one that's just come out. And we were kind of mentioning it earlier. He's got a kind of wacky Bond villain type feel to him, really. So, let me know what you think about this one, guys, because this one's a cracker.
Here we go.
Major alien ship, and it flies over the Vatican, and it goes over the Mayan temples down in Mexico. And I said, Lord, is there two of these? Because I keep praying about this. And he said, no, it's just one. And that's what's going to make everybody freak out, because they're going to see it moving across the ocean. You understand? It's going to be something that's going to be on TV. It's going to move across the ocean. And people are going to freak out in the days ahead. Then I saw little bitty ships coming out of this mothership that were balls of light. And it wasn't a real ship. It was demonic looking light that was traveling around causing confusion in our skies.
You got video footage of it,
out there.
Yeah.
Way out there to me.
I just wondered,
how did you get a video footage of a vision?
If you're not
Neuralink.
if you're not a crazy person, okay, and listen, I don't know what it's like to be. I don't think I'm crazy, but if you're not a crazy person and you're a charlatan, you know how much audacity you have to do to like regurgitate this bullshit out of your mouth, like, and do it with all sincerity. I mean, like, you have to have. There's like a gene has to be missing or something, right?
Right.
Like the embarrassment flowing inside my body as I'm speaking would not be able to control itself.
Yeah, I couldn't do it with a straight face. Like,
right.
I can tell a tall tale for entertainment purposes, but like I'm gonna be cracking a smile the whole time minimum. I might just out and out laugh at the more outrageous stuff. I would say this guy with a straight, dedicated, totally serious face is talking about having visions from God about angels and demons coming out of alien spacecraft.
Yeah. It's crazy, everybody. What I was doing, I was watching Close Encounters of the Third Kind last night, and suddenly I had this vision that this was going to happen.
Well, how many of these visions are just dreams that they are really misinterpreting?
100%. And I think I'm seeing more and more of these pop up.
All right, let's play the rest of this. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
And he want to talk about it. But I'm instructed.
Matt McGee actually gave us an interesting
well,
thing.
no, folks, I'm just here to warn you. I'm just here to warn you. And as wild out there as a sound, fearful sights you will see that will bring you to your knee. I'm here to warn you. The enemy is not playing fair with trying to deceive people with what's coming.
Oh my God, this guy. Okay, go ahead, Shane. What were you saying?
Sorry, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead and finish that. Sorry.
No, what were you saying right now?
Well, Matt McGee actually gave us a thing that there's a Age of Disclosure documentary getting ready to come out in November. I think it would be good to talk about real quick before we leave.
Okay.
Is that Stephen Greer? Is that a Stephen Greer one?
I'm sure he'll be in it.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll be in it. Yeah. It's actually by Dan Farah, who also made The Phenomenon in 2020, which are very interesting documentaries, actually.
Yeah, it's a good documentary, that one.
Okay, so I want you guys to know this post. So this is the same guy, Brandon Biggs, or Brian Biggs.
Can I just say,
what's his name? Is it Brandon or Brian?
Brian, but
depends on which day it is for him.
Yeah. If you look in the background, though, he actually looks like he's got a supervillain layer as his profile.
That looks like
in the background.
That looks like the scene from Man of Steel or Batman vs Superman. So this is the same guy, and this is what this poster says. To anyone who thinks Brian is crazy for saying, I'm not sure why they use different names, for saying he predicted the attempted Trump assassination. Here it is, predicted in detail. Wow, it was uploaded to YouTube on March 14th.
Let's hear this one.
Huh?
Let's hear that.
Yeah, 4 months before it happened. Yeah.
And then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum. And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. And then I saw people interceding when I saw him winning the presidency through great. The Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash. Yeah. I saw they had a great economy plan.
Hey, why did you stop, dude? What the fuck?
Hey, give us a little bit further out.
Yeah. Where's the rest of the video?
Up, and then I saw.
Hold up! Why'd you stop right there?
Well, it didn't pass. Well, a couple of things. And now, of course, the most interesting thing there is it passed by his ear. So, of course, we know he got shot in the ear. Right now, he didn't have a bursted eardrum.
He did. He did. His eardrum did burst.
You sure?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I remember.
I'd love to invite you to come and see.
But this video was not posted before. It was actually posted
after, right?
After, yeah.
Yeah. So come on, dude.
They tried to act like it was before, but it was not. It was after.
I had a vision that there were people all around, and he'd get up and he'd put his fist into the air.
Yeah, but to be fair, this guy never said that. He didn't predict it. He said he had a vision or a dream that this happened
before.
So, right. So he could be lying or he could be crazy. Or maybe he actually did have the vision. But the people pushing that it was posted before the event, that's not entirely true.
Well, it would actually make sense if it was. So everybody wants it to be before. Everybody wants somebody who can predict the future. The reality is I'm not so sure anybody actually can.
Right. Here's the rest of what he said.
Been on the New Madrid, and then this one was set because this will be a major earthquake. Information on what?
And this is.
Where's the economy?
I mean, do we think Alex Jones is a prophet?
A great economy crash.
Oh, here it is. Here's the economy crash.
Yeah. I saw they had a great economy plan, a crash. Worse than the Great Depression. And the Lord warned me about this. It would be a great dark time. But I saw paddles coming upon America's soil like a shocking of the soil. And I saw Donald Trump praying in the office of the Oval Office, and he was weeping before the Lord with his hands on his head like this, but he was weeping. And there was ministers and people. I don't know if they were senators or Congress people or whatever. I just saw them pacing and back and forth inside of the White House. What is the White House? But it's the Oval Office. Yeah. And they were interceding all inside there, and I could feel the presence of the Lord so strong on this. And then I could see that darkness that was the heaviness upon America with the financial crisis of what I saw coming. It started to lift above the trees, and I saw the blue and the things coming back out, and the green times and the good times coming back again. But the Lord said it would be forth a time of a season of a shaking, and it would be a shaking to awaken. And in this, this would
all right. I'm over it.
Yeah, he could have said, what, it's cool. We have a government shutdown like all the time. Dude, you should have thrown that in there. And I saw a government shutdown. And then the economy crashed. It would have been great.
Yeah, this was uploaded 1 year ago, which was, I mean, that's
about the time he just was before he was elected.
Yeah, so it's after the attempted assassination, and pretty much everything else there can be based on like just education.
Every couple of years, the economy crashes. Just heads up.
Right. Yeah. So there's some things you can predict that will always eventually happen, and you know what? A friend of mine who was actually a mentalist, we were having this conversation, and we were talking about how some prophets in churches will predict, like, the gender of a baby. And I was like, yeah, I had this person that came into my church and predicted
50-50, yes.
Predicted the gender of my brother's kid, and he was right. He goes, yeah, man, that's a 50-50 shot. And when he said that, I was like, oh, snaps.
Well, and here's what's cool.
Like, you have a 50% chance of being right. And if you're wrong, no one cares. But if you're right, everyone cares.
Well, dude, here's what's cool. You just always guess that it's a girl. Okay? Because then they can just say, well, we all start out as girls in the womb. So every embryo starts out as a girl before it becomes a boy. You always win.
But when this guy told me that, I was like, oh my God. And I went back and I started thinking about like all the prophets I've seen.
Yeah.
And it's crazy how they're always so vague, and the predictions they have are usually totally based on surface mentality and surface level stuff and the most general possible things. I remember this prophet goes, you in the front row, you have been taken advantage of your whole life. She's like, yes, I have. Everyone feels like they have, by the way. He goes, you come from poverty. Yeah, statistically, we all do. You have been looking for love. She could tell she was very ugly. Yes, I have. You're a single mother. And I'm like, stop you there. No, she's not. You should have stopped while you're ahead, bro. So the guy was just taking what she looked like and was like making these like grand statements, but he got to single mother. And I realized at that moment, the reason he thought that is because there was a point during the service that she was holding her sister's kid.
Yep, he was rolling the dice. Bro.
And he was rolling the dice, bro. And that's when I thought I lost all respect for these faith prophet people, dude.
Well, here's what's messed up. That person who said that our brothers was going to have a boy, right? Mm-hmm. The guy who did that also said, and you're going to name him this. Oh. And then our brother named him that.
Yes. Yes.
So the prophecy will be true.
The stupid prophet said you're going to have a boy and you're going to name him this. And our brother, who believes in this nonsense, was like, we had a boy and we named him that. Like, so you named your child based on what a fake person said. Wild, bro.
Well, you
try to tell that to our brother. He gets upset. I haven't talked to him for a long time, but when I did, he got very upset with me.
He's in it.
Yeah, you got that prophet as well. I think he's in Nigeria or somewhere, but he prophesied that the end of the world, the rapture, was coming 2 years ago, and it didn't happen. So he corrected the date to a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago,
and it didn't happen again. And he's redirected.
I remember there was like a bunch of TikToks, Instagrams, like people like going like, "What are you gonna do for Rapture Day?" And then setting up all these like grand rapture plans. It's so wild. First off,
it's
couple quick things, biblically speaking. Anyone who calls themselves a prophet is by biblical definition not a prophet, because a prophet is a title bestowed on you by God or by other spiritual members. You can never call yourself a prophet. The second you're a false prophet. Number one. Number two, the Bible says no man will know the day or hour of my coming, which means anyone predicts a specific day or time the rapture is going to happen. Guess what? That is 100% not the day or time that will happen, because biblically, by definition, you cannot be a prophet unless you are called by God. You can't call yourself a prophet, and you can never know the actual day or time of the rapture. So all of it, every one of these people are made up nonsense.
Yeah.
According to the Bible.
And by the way, I'm Christian. And I still think they're nonsense.
Well, it's also, you know, I've got people I work with, and they go and see the the medium to speak to former loved ones.
Also nonsense.
Yeah, and I always say to them, I said, it's a confidence trick, but also for me, from my biblical beliefs, it's, like my dad passed 2 years ago. I can't speak to my dad because my dad's in heaven. But they say to me, yeah, but they knew exactly what my loved one would say. Well, yeah, that's what confidence tricksters do.
Right.
They're very good at it. It's otherwise they wouldn't be in the industry, would they?
See, I have no problem with this gag being used in Vegas or in a magic show. When people pull this on America's Got Talent or whatever, that's great. It's cool. It's fun to watch. But I think it's disgusting to use it on people who are mourning, to use it in church, to use it in spiritual settings, to actually, if it's a trick and everyone knows it's a trick, then great. But the second you act like it's an actual gift from God, I think that you are a demon in human clothes, dude.
Yeah. I will say one funny thing is, you guys know I work in business insurance and I do liability insurance. The funniest inquiry I ever had was from a psychic who said, "Can you quote me for public liability insurance?" And I said to her, well, if you're a psychic and you can predict the future, why are you buying insurance from me then?
That's a good point. Yeah, okay, so some super chats for the member section. So first off, Jillian said, "Did you see Trump mistakenly referring to Canada's Prime Minister Carney at the Gaza summit as president? When Carney corrected him, Trump replied, 'At least I didn't say governor.'"
I saw that, Jillian. I got to tell you, that was absolutely hilarious, because Trump could have backed off a little bit at that moment, but he gave him the troll grin, and he's like, "Huh? Could have called you governor, huh?"
Yeah.
So that's pretty funny.
That's really funny. Thank
Carney
you, Jillian.
didn't say anything to his credit.
Kenneth the Rogue says, "A prophet is always right. Anyone who misses one is not a prophet." Yes, and so that is biblically correct. A prophet, A, does not have the title prophet because he or she gave themselves that prophet. That's what it says in the Bible. And B, if they're a prophet, they're never wrong. Okay, and thank you for that, Kenneth. You're completely right. Rex Thought says, "So where in the Bible is the rapture mentioned?" It's not.
It's not, yeah.
The rapture is not actually in the Bible. A lot of people have a extremely incorrect version of how end times will happen based on revelations in the Bible. And the reason they have this twisted sort of Baptist or evangelical vision of what they think the end times is famously because of the Left Behind books. They got really popular during the Azusa Street Revival era in the 80s, 70s and 80s. And there was a couple books that came out and then Left Behind eventually got so popular that people started to conflate the two, Bible and the stuff that's in the fictional Left Behind series. And they started to preach their opinions versus their facts. And when they started to preach their opinions and real, like, upstanding, well-respected pastors would preach that, it would filter down to the newer preachers and the newer churches. And then until that ideology, that doctrine sort of became what they saw as fact. I am a Christian. I have straight up told pastors, 75-year-old pastors, that use doctrine that came from fictional books, that they were wrong, and I thought they were going to fist fight me, because they have believed for 50 years now this ideology that is not biblical. It's not. The rapture is not in the Bible. Now, are you saying that something like that couldn't happen? Sure, but it's a fictional writer's interpretation of the end times, and a lot of it was definitely made more interesting for fictional books.
There's a passage in the Bible that actually kind of makes it indicate that no one's in heaven yet, and that their souls are lying in wait until there can be a full resurrection and judgment. That's in John.
Yeah.
So that's, Rick
Dot says it was a loaded question, so he already knew the answer. You son of a... No, I'm kidding.
Come on, Rick.
You guy. All right, we're going to be going to the members section here pretty soon. I would love for y'all to join us. Shane, John, you have anything to say before we split?
I'll let John go first.
I'm getting a very powerful vision that the members show is going to be probably a 10 out of 10. So if you haven't already signed in, make sure you do, because it's going to be a cracker. Okay.
Wait, there's going to be crackers there? A bunch of white
people? Wait, John, I'm also having a very powerful vision. You live in a ditch.
I do. Oh, and one thing I'll say
is in your horrible life where you have to get up early just to eat your food on a daily basis and survive, you enjoy 1 hour of that life every week in the members section.
Okay, that's good. I was actually going to predict that he likes movies, comic books, stormtroopers, and Daleks.
Base everything on his background. So it looks like you like Star Wars, Doctor Who.
Can I just say, these aren't my bookshelves. These are ones I've stolen off of somebody from another house.
Nice.
Like right behind that is a motorway.
What I have to say is that today was the final soccer game for my son, so you should have me for full brain shows starting next week. And
so you're saying you're gonna give us full brain next week.
Yeah.
Yes. Never go full brain. Always go full brain. Never go full retard.
So we're gonna get full brain next week.
And,
full brain.
And if that is not a reason to sub and become a member, if you haven't already,
we don't know what it is.
Because
please
full
like
brain, that's what it's about. Yeah,
it's all about full brain.
Please like it.
So yeah,
It sounds dirty. It sounds dirty.
Yeah, well, I think it is dirty, actually. Guys, we're going to the member section. Become a member today by hitting the join button bottom left. We appreciate every member we have. The reason we're able to do this on a weekly basis, the reason we're able to justify it is because there's members that are supporting the channel, and every one of you is important to us. So I appreciate it. We are going to the member section. If you can't become a member, that's cool. Understand? No big deal. Watch
No,
this
it's not.
later.
What's wrong with you? Become a member.
If you can't become a member, that's fine. I understand. John and I will be back tomorrow for our Stargate SG-1 thing. It's also my birthday. So
What, isn't it?
Tomorrow? Yeah.
Oh,
well, that's when I'm
all
celebrating it. I
Never
can't
mind.
celebrate it the next day because it's like a school and a work day. Plus, I'm in the middle of editing a video that I'm only like 4 weeks late on. So tomorrow we're going to do the SG-1 thing. And then after that, I'm going to be doing my Nicolas Cage movie marathon.
Oh,
so
Kenneth
Last
LaRoque
week's
has
Super Chat
just said,
plan.
yeah.
You
What?
missed Rec Thought last week, or somebody, I think. Who'd you miss?
Oh, that's right. Last week's Super Chat. I did miss one last week. Hold up. I think I saved it, right?
So you're doing a Nicolas Cage marathon, are you? Oh, sweet.
Yeah, we need to. That's something we should talk about in the member section for sure.
Oh, yeah.
All the great Nicolas Cage movies.
Do you remember what it was? What was the
Superb.
Super Chat? I remember. I had it
It
written
happened
down.
right at the end of the last show, I guess. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, if you could find it. I had it saved. Thank you, Kenneth.
Yeah.
I don't know where it
But
is. now.
Nicolas Cage movies, you can't beat Nicolas Cage movies. They're just, chef's kiss.
Oh, I got it. It was from Chappie. He said, on the subject of government, I watched a video from Whiskey Tribe about how the government poisoned alcohol to stop people from drinking during Prohibition. The government killed thousands of citizens to, quote unquote, save us. Interesting.
Yeah, there you go. Ends justify the means. Murder.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. Ultimate power corrupts. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Every time.
That's right.
This is why you don't want to give the government power over you. They don't. They don't ever give it back. Like, go, hey guys, I'm gonna give you this power over me temporarily, so you can save me from the raging mob of people trying to kill me. And they go, sure, we'll give it right back.
Well,
and they never do.
Well, this week, guys, in the UK, we've had reports coming out now that the Labour government are going to cancel council meetings that are coming up and delay them for a year. So everyone goes on in this flipping country about, oh, Trump is this, Trump is that. Look to home. Look what they're doing at home.
Yep.
Okay,
it's
bait and switch.
On that positive, rosy note, we do have to go. We have 1 minute left. Guys, we love you so much.
Wait, Kenneth LaRoque just gifted 5 BRANE Show membership. What's up?
See, he wants to make sure people can join us in the members section, which we are going to right now. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you to the supporters. We're going to the members section. We hope you can join us. See you there. Have a great night. Adios.
Yeah.